G'day guys, welcome to the channel and the home of Stick Shift Garage. As you can see behind me, this is my 1930 A Model Ford Coupe. Bit of a personal project of mine. I've probably been working on this project for the last 18 months, on and off when I get time between work. As you can see, still plenty to go, but starting to come together and looks somewhat like a hot rod. This is a GM LSA 6.2 litre supercharged crate motor. These came out in the Aussie VF Holden GTS, and I think were the fastest Australian production car made. A lot of people have put them into custom projects and they put out some fairly decent power for their size and weight. Using a Rodtech independent front suspension setup with a few small modifications to the shock mounts and the way it'll travel, as this car will primarily be designed for drag and drive, street strip style. Chassis is a custom design based on 32 chassis rails. So these are reproduction stamped rails with a custom notch at the rear to allow for the diff travel and movement that are required. All chromoly tubing, custom cross member, parallel 4-bar. Get a better idea of the notch and the travel at the rear there. The diff is a chromoly fabricated 9-inch made locally in Perth. 35 spine chromoly axles, strange. Parallel 4-bar kind of radial, drag radial setup. Wishbone or track locator, plenty of adjustment. You can see through here to the removable transmission mount and my custom designed cross member with removable transmission bottom tunnel hoop. So basically everything's designed to be somewhat serviceable on the side of the road if we ever have issues in an event in the future. I set it up with a Gazzard Brothers anti-roll bar. Should get us a pretty good launch. You can see a bit more of the diff travel there. So this will be set up to run a drag radial style tyre. So the body and diff will actually separate instead of squatting. From the side here you can see I've extended the chassis level before it actually kicks up. A little different than a traditional 32. It starts to taper up before it hits the rear tyre. I've notched the chassis to suit a much larger than factory alternator. This one is about 220 amps, as I'll be running electronic AC compressor, electronic power steering, and a lot of other electronic style EFI computers, dashes, so we should be drawing a fair few amps. This takes the load off the engine side of the belts as well. Running a set of reproduction E&J headlights with JW speaker high beam, low beam inserts. These are my idea of kind of a vintage and modern style setup. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to follow along with this build and a lot more drag and drive style things this year. Cheers.